Hello and welcome back to another video for Final Fantasy XIV with me, Meoni. Today we have some more cash shop updates for the Final Fantasy XIV online store, formerly known as the Mog Station Cash Shop, a long time ago now. So the two new items are in particular a new outfit and an emote. Now both of these should be quite familiar to most of you, especially since the first one is the Fat Cat Attire, which is a full 4-piece, but you get 5 pieces because you get a choice of half slops, which are, long shorts or short shorts. Basically, you get both of those included. These are not gender locked either, and the whole outfit is dyeable, as you can see on their preview images. It is rather nice, isn't it? I don't know why you would want to dye it, but it's an option. The slippers are probably one of the nicest bits, though. You've got a paw print stitched on the underneath of those slippers. So the price of this thing then, so in my country this is £15. In dollars this outfit is $22 US, which is quite a steep price, I think you'll agree. In yen then, where it all originated, is 2,420 yen. And in euros, because they're slightly different, it's €17.50. So if you want to go get this, obviously it's out now. And honestly, we're going to look at that in a second in the game. But I do like this. This is really cool. Just be aware that if you are, a race with a tail, it will turn your tail off and replace it with like a fat cat tail instead. But I presume you're already aware that that would happen. I'm very excited to see if this works with the error as well, to be perfectly honest. The other item then is a emote, as we say, which is emote deride. You might remember this from a certain character from the Bosnian Southern Front, and indeed in Zadnor, obviously Pagaga. And we've got a little bit of footage that they've put up here with their little show reel of different races with this. Obviously you'd want to be, if you're a Lalafell and you don't have a deride emote, you're probably going to be doing it wrong. But yeah, it's where you jump, you put your legs apart, and then you pull your mouth apart and go bleh, sort of thing. So ever since I did a video about the Pagaga Glamour, I've wanted access to this. So it's nice to see this finally in the game. So as you can see, since we're already on euros, this is €4.90. In yen, that's 770 yen. In dollarinos, that's $7 for this emote. So not too bad, I think you might agree. And finally, in my country, in the Great British Pounds, that's £4.03, which is, pretty much the normal emote price point for premium emotes. Alrighty, here we are in the game, and obviously to look at the outfit first. And of course, we've got our loyal Fat Cat minion out. Honestly, the amount of Fat Cat items that are in the game, there isn't enough. Should we just say that automatically? I mean, we have a Fat Cat minion, and we also have a Fatter Cat mount, but it's just not enough. I think Square Enix needs to give in to the player base and give us even more Fat Cat related items. I'm not really sure what else there is for them to do. We've got sofas and things. Maybe like a Fat Cat house? Just a house made of a fat cat? That'd be amazing. I mean, the cardboard one gets to exist, so why not that? So the outfit then, as you can see, I'm showing it off on, obviously, a female Mikote. That's my main character. First impressions of this, with it on, it's different. The way that the hood connects to the chest piece is a lot different than I expected it to be. If we go into G-pose, hold on, I need to reset my G-pose first. If we go into G-pose, there is a significant gap between the collar and the hood, but I'm not really sure how else they would have done it. I don't know. I'm certainly no games designer or graphic designer, but I don't think this is an easy thing to do. And obviously you do have a bit of clipping depending on where your character's face is turned. But of course this is a hood, so you could obviously just do away with the hat and you've got a really sexy looking Fat Cat jacket. The ears on the top are adorable, and obviously we've got a calico sort of colour design This outfit is dyeable, like I say, and we'll look at that in a little bit. We've got this long sleeves, these padded sleeves, and you'll notice that the hands are actually hiding paws on the actual front of them, the palm of your hand. There we go. I struggled to remember what a palm was. The only problem is these aren't gloves. They're actually attached to the jacket. So it's a little bit disappointing in that regard, because it means we're going to have to go to the glamour dresser to make use of this. We're not able to just carry this around and put it on when we want to without losing a slot, essentially. As you can see, it replaces your hands. It says cannot equip gear to hands. So if that's a deal breaker for you, there we go. There's the information for that. But the rest of it is obviously part of the set. The other thing to note is that, because obviously it comes with both the shorts, which are quite nice shorts. They're just past the knee. But if you really want to have shorter shorts, which is something that we need more of in this game, it also gives you that option as well. And these are more like hot pant shorts. They're like upper thigh. This is better, obviously. And if you're maybe you're a male character and you don't want the shorter shorts, you've got the access to the longer shorts as well. I do like the long stripy socks though. Those are awesome, that come as part of those legs. Very nice. At the back of the character, obviously, as I said earlier on the cash shop section, this bit is a replaced tail. So everybody gets a fat cat spongy tail on the back of their outfit, and if you're an Aura or a Makote, your tail does get turned off, and instead you get this bump, which does look a little bit unusual from certain angles, because you're like, wait, has the tail just gone? So we kind of just look like humans at that point, with ears. So there is that. Obviously, if we were to run around, you can see the paw prints on the feet, which are just adorable. I think you'll agree. In fact, if we go into G-pose whilst running, we might be able to show that better. Run forward. Run forward. There we go. And then we just pause that. And now we can see the paw prints on the hands a little bit better. That's better. Okay, so obviously grey paw prints on each of the hands. And there's the paw print on the feet as well. It is a nice outfit. It does look really nice. I would say though, in comparison, where's Fran? Oh, she's gone. I was going to say, in comparison of the two next to each other, I still prefer the shorter shorts. If I was to put the longer shorts back on, boop, yeah. And if I was to take the hood off as well, just so we get a demonstration of that. Oh, we've got a bit of strange G-posery going on here. Yeah, I don't know. That gives you a fair example of what it looks like with and without. Obviously, the necklace that Fran's wearing is separate to that, but it does give you a good demonstration. But necklaces do actually show with that helm, which is good. Yeah, it looks good without the hood. But does it still look like Fat Cat with no hood? That's the question. Maybe from the back? Of course, then we've got clipping, unless you've got really short hair. But yeah. When it comes to the dye options, then, as you can see, there's quite a good bit of reflection when it comes to different types. It does seem to be more of a direct paint job than anything else, and obviously what would usually be calico differences in color is now, you know, dark and lighter versions of the whatever you dye it, which is quite a nice thing to see. It's got a decent palette on it, and you'll see that probably closer to the more like brighter and obviously the more metallic dyes as we get further on. For this, obviously, I've got Fran to face forward, and I've got myself to face backwards, so that we can best demonstrate these dyes to you. I thought that would be a lot easier than me having to like film it twice with two sets of dyes and then try and piece those together. Instead, might as well just trade those dyes over to someone else and get them to do it, since this is probably going to be one of the most popular outfits. Pretty much most people are going to have this, I would imagine. They'll see Fat Cat and they'll be like, yes, I need that now. So yeah, there are a good option of dyes here. Obviously, I prefer like the darker colors personally, and you'll notice that the blush on the Fat Cat slippers stays regardless of what color, but it does it looks quite funny against some colors, especially the brighter colors. I quite like ruby red actually out of all of this. If I was to go my brightest that I'd like, and then obviously jet black looks amazing. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that this dyes. It is a nice looking set. I'm still unsure about how the hood connects to the whole thing, but I think I can look past that. And I think if I was to make a gear set with bits of glamour, I'd probably use the hood with something else, to be perfectly honest. Alrighty, so to look at the emote, I thought it would be a good idea, first of all, to show it on the Lalafell. That would be the best thing. This is my Lalafell alt that I'm using basically as a bit of a as a slave for a second island sanctuary. But I did purchase the emote for it, and of course it is the deride emote, which is, by the way, it is /deride or /Pagaga. It is actually in the thing, so you can type /Pagaga and it will do it as well, which is fantastic. I think you might agree. Obviously, we're not dressed up as Pagaga here, unfortunately, but we did do a video where we created a glamour specifically to create Pagaga from the ground up. That's NPC recreation and full glamour. So if you want to go look at that, there'll be a link in the description. It really is awesome. And now that we've got the emote as well, perfection. So this emote then allows you to jump forwards with your character, pull your legs apart, and obviously pull your lips apart, close your eyes and go bleh. It's a very popular emote with people who do the Bosnian Southern Front and Zadnor. A lot of people, including myself, ever since we first saw this, were like, why is this not just in the game? We need this emote so badly. It is awesome. Look how awesome that is. It looks almost painful at one point, doesn't it? It was basically Pagaga, who is a Lalafell in Zadnor. When you go to her fate, she taunts you every time that you're there. Like, that's her taunt, and then she runs off. It's the most adorable but aggressive Lalafell thing I've probably ever seen. It's brilliant. But yeah, now you can get this emote and you can use it on all manner of different races. It basically does the same thing. With longer legs, obviously it looks like you're kind of, doing a much bigger jump. But yeah, it's pretty much the same for everybody. I do like this one. I really, really am happy that they put this in. I'd like to think I influenced them to put it in by saying we need this really badly and making a video about recreating her. But no, I think there was a much larger voice for this one. Absolutely. But yeah, honestly, if you get nothing else today, definitely get the emote. Alright, well, that's a nice selection of items, I think you'll agree. I like the outfit quite a bit, and obviously the emote is just... It's just brilliant, isn't it? I mean, how can you not love that, even on a Makote? But if I do feel that if you do play Lalafell, it's kind of like you're gonna need that. Yeah, it's mandatory. They should give it you for free when you create a Lalafell character. I think that's what we should that's what we should campaign for at Square Enix. It's just Lalafell in a nutshell, isn't it? It's perfect. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you found it helpful or interesting or whatever. And, if this affects your buying habits in any single way, I doubt that though. Let's be honest, you've already purchased these items and you're just coming here to support me, right? Anyway, let me know which one you've got, if you've got everything, if you plan to get them. And I'll see you all next time. From me and Fran here. Thank you for helping, by the way. We'll see you all in the next video. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Blah. Oh dear.